Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. We're doing our co-working session. First co-working co-working session of 2026. I'm excited to be back. I was hosting for New Year's, so we had some friends over. There were 8 of us total. We did a little Stranger Things themed celebration, so celebrating a couple birthdays for our friends. So that is where we're at. I have a couple things that I have to get done today, so we do 15 minutes on and then 5 minutes off in between, and I'll check the comments in between our 15-minute work stints here. That's what we'll be doing, but I hope you guys had a happy new year. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our little co-working session. Oh, let me do this. Okay, there we go. You guys can see the 15-minute timer. Hello, Giovanni. Welcome. My favorite food. I don't know if I have a favorite one, but my favorite recently, I really love anything Italian. So I'm from New Jersey, if that gives you any indication. If that means anything. sister. Hello, hello. Hi, Ariana. Welcome. We're doing a little co-working session today. Hello, hello. Oh, wow. Out of desperation or just because you like to? The first part is sad. We're doing a little co-working session here. So 15 minutes of work on, 5 minutes off. If you guys want to do something, have something on your to-do list to get together for the year ahead, now is a good time to do it. Happy Friday. I work from home, so I like to do these sessions as that kind of my lives is those kind of, to use it for these purposes. It's helpful for me because I work from home. Okay, now I have to make my PowerPoint. Oh, yeah. Hello, Clash. How are you? Yes, I do have a tip jar in my description. So it's through Streamlabs, so you guys can tip there if you'd like to. But oh wow, this figuring. Oh my god. I need to know what your astrology placements are. Oh, Cancer. Oh, I love that. The full moon is in Cancer tomorrow. So my healthy emotional, like, but it's funny because some people, Leo, that makes so much sense. You guys, so Cancer and Leos, you're the only placements that are ruled by the moon or the sun versus a planet. So it's interesting. Nashville, I love Nashville. I've been 3 times now. I love it. It's so fun there. So I'm jealous. I love that you're there. But yeah, Leo's being ruled by the sun. It makes so much sense, like the provocative questions and like our comments in like a funny way. And then Cancer, I always say like you're like my emotional but like sarcastic banter people. So it's like saying things that are like you pick and choose like when you're gonna like be provocative but also go back in your shell because like it's a tough exterior for like mushy insides. It's a sensitive Cancer. You're a water sign. Leos are my fiery babes. I do a little full moon circle in my Patreon once a month, so I'm working on my PowerPoint today during our co-working session here. Yeah, exactly. You know my machine said, I do. I told someone I had insomnia and they recommended sleeping. You're like, yeah, not very helpful. That's actually the exact thing I have a problem with. Yeah. Anytime I hear the word insomnia, it just reminds me of insomnia cookies. You gonna come up and snuggle up here, Benny? Where are you gonna go? Here comes our... Yeah. I know, right? He's a little Leo too, by the way. He was born during Leo season. That's why he likes to be front and center when mom is on camera. Yeah, I know. Me too. A well-loved house cat is a good thing to reincarnate as. He's been like all like checking out the downstairs here, because if you can kind of see, we converted the other part of my house into the upside down for the full moon Cancer, for the ending of Stranger Things. So we had a Stranger Things themed New Year's Eve party. There were like eight of us total, which was fun, but only like 3 or 4 of us, half of us watch Stranger Things, so it's like adds even more of that like weird like in between. Like this time of year always feels like that weird in between state, but like watching a show for 10 years and then having it be like over now at the season finale is such a like weird suspended in air feeling. Yeah, right. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I got this from my in-laws. Thank God. I feel you. Yeah, time is strange. It really is. I know, Benny. Yeah, Mr. Wrist cuffing. Oh no. Oh, it may be the when you have a wrist cuff like that, any of like the silver, like if it rusts, if you like leave it on and like any like you wash your hands and water gets underneath it, that can happen too. But yeah, like being suspended in time. It's such a weird feeling when a show ends like that. So now I need something else to watch if you guys have any recommendations. Over again. Oh, The Witcher. Yeah, my husband watched that. I should watch it. My husband watches that. You're so happy. It's such an amazing spot. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Clash. I appreciate that. I'm like 5'7.5", 5'8". It depends. So, oh, I'm sorry. Surge disorder. Yeah, people are so like weird like that. People need to be concerned more about themselves, but Yeah, sure. Tall for a woman, but I feel like I've been 5'7", 5'8" since I'm like 12. So like for me, I grew really fast, taller than everybody else, and then other people caught up to me. So for a woman, I feel tall, but yeah, that's funny. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I almost forgot taller than. Oh wow, that's crazy. 6'6" is crazy. There were a couple. When I worked in like I worked in arts and music management in New York City, and one of the projects that I was working on, we had an artist of mine that was doing all the artwork for the inside of this high-end residential building in North Jersey, and there were a lot of basketball and football players that worked there, that lived there, and they would walk through the lobby, and I'd be like, oh my god, like that is just impressive at that point. Like, what does the world look like from up there? Yeah. Hi, Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm not tall like that. Yeah, 7'3" is crazy. If that's true. Um, for wearing gloves. Oh, wearing gloves. That's so crazy. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, listen, I haven't been in school in a while. But schools have gotten so strict with what you can carry around. Like, I feel like, are you guys allowed to have water bottles now? They got strict on that in school for us too. But yeah, it's been a while. But silly. Yeah, I definitely think so. Oh, look at it. How do you keep your hair from being frizzy? Because my hair's straight as fuck. My hair is below my shoulders and I'm always frizzing up. Yeah. I don't know the last part of what you mean, but basically, I mean, even this is technically frizzy for me because I let it air dry a little bit, but I'm just Irish and my hair is really straight. So I don't have my hair isn't naturally frizzy. But any type of oil, usually like any oil in your hair, jojoba oil, or like anything you could get from like any kind of store, that's usually helpful. Oh, the Wizards. He plays for the Wizards like a team. I'm not good. I know basketball and football as a sport. When it comes to teams, that's as far as I go. I just put that together in my head. That shows how fast my brain is working today. Embarrassing myself on the internet. Yeah. Oh, same length. Yeah. Yeah, I think usually, I mean, I'm trying to think of what I have. Coconut oil too can help. Also, like getting to know like your hair type also. Um, there's like different, like it depends on what the texture is of your hair or like the type of curl. Like there's different classifications of the type of curl that you have. Sleeping with a bonnet also helps too if your hair is curly. Because it's like the friction, if you can't, like going to sleep with it too can cause a lot of frizziness when you wake up. I know. Penny's butt. Yeah, my girl does that, but yeah. I mean, honestly, because my hair is so fine, like I'll sleep with a bonnet sometimes too, because it breaks really easily. So like, you could just use it regardless. It's not like in the spiritual world, closed practice, so to speak. But yeah, he just likes to hang out. He likes to be seen. It's also super warm up here on my desk because I have the two space heaters that like converge. So he likes to hang out. almost halfway through. Oh, your friends think you're an ADHD person or having that? Yeah. I feel like, I mean, it depends on how. I also am like ADHD, more so ADD, but figuring out why is it something that you actually have to fix, right? Is it something that it makes you feel like you can't function effectively for how you want to function? Or is it something that you're like, okay, I just know that like I need to work through my day a little bit differently. That's why I do these lives in like 15-minute stints, because I know that I can like lock in, like also knowing that like when we're perceived, it helps us to say like, okay, I have like things that I need to do. But it doesn't always have to be debilitating, in that way, but it's kind of respective to you. So, and also like knowing like where the proper like channels to get like help or resources that feel functional, but it can be different for everybody. I think it's like if you have trouble finishing a task or like bounce between a couple tasks, like I'll bounce between a couple different things of tasks on my computer, but like there's certain things like I'm not allowed to get up and do something else in my house until I know that I get my work done here. So, and breaking them like larger tasks down into bite-sized pieces of like mini goals within the major goal can also be helpful. I find that helpful, at least. Excuse me. Yeah, I usually insist on doing stuff myself and never ask for help whenever I need it. Yeah, I understand. And that usually comes from like, did you grow up like having to be emotionally independent? Like were your parents or your primary caregivers like able to, like were you able to ask them for help? I think a lot of people that end up in positions like that, I understand, myself included, is that like we were taught that we were like inconveniencing other people if we needed help. So we like learned how to try to be like as self-sufficient as possible. And then because we don't believe that there are actually people out there that want to help us if our like parents like don't actually like never actually helped us or treated us as an inconvenience. So it's like rebuilding that trust with other people that aren't your parents, or certain people in your life that in your personal life that you were close to that treated you as an inconvenience, like knowing that it's okay to ask for help. And you just did it right now too, right? So like even asking in the chat, like, what can I do in those situations? Like that is improvement regardless. So just letting yourself feel grounded in that too can be helpful. But it's like knowing like, okay, where do you feel like you're stuck and how can you ask for clarity? Even if people think it's silly. So yeah, I usually don't like to tell people they're right, and I don't act extremely emotional or I'll sound like a wimp, is what my counselor said. Yeah, I usually don't like to tell people they're right, and I don't act extremely emotional or I sound like a wimp. Yeah, I mean, I protect you from Betty's booty. Yeah, I think, it's good that you have like two people at least that you can connect with, and that way in and of itself. But I feel the same way sometimes. I think it's like knowing that everything is about balance, and that you're somebody that doesn't like to be overly reliant or emotional, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that doesn't mean that we want like the pendulum to swing so far in the other direction where we don't feel our emotions at all, because that like suppression can also like that energy has to go somewhere, and if we're not putting it in the proper spaces, that's where we could start to get into a little bit of trouble. So just giving yourself that grace and knowing that we're human, and this is such like an emotionally intense time for like where you're at in life too, and it's like a lot of people feeling very emotional in general, and then it's like at a time where it's like, okay, you're like, what is the world, how do I organize myself, where do I want to be in the world? And I'll be 32 in a couple months, and I feel at 32 or 31 like how people told me I was supposed to feel at 18. So it's like until you hit like your like late 20s, early 30s, like that's when I feel like we kind of more so hit our stride. So it's not to say that the years up until your late 20s or early 30s are going to feel um you're going to feel equally as lost, but allow yourself to just like be a human that's doing a lot of trial and error and trying things out too. I think can be helpful. I at least wish that someone had said that to me at 18 or when I was a teenager, and not to feel so much pressure and having to take myself like so seriously, like just seriously enough and to be dedicated, but like not so much where I forget to have fun as I'm living at the same time. Okay, flip the sky again too. Then we'll start another 15-minute stint. Do that. Okay. Yeah, I hope you feel better. I wonder if like cuz I don't know if you've seen like the psychosomatic, like when we have like a lot of emotional pain it can manifest, but even like practicing rolling your shoulders back or sleeping with a neck pillow, that has helped my neck pain too. So, I hope you feel better. I know this is like such a like at least if it's winter where you are, such a physically taxing time in the world and this time of year in the winter, if it's winter where you are. But yeah, not feeling good is not fun. Excuse me. I'm gonna run upstairs and get my notepad. I'll be right back. Oh, not being overly emotional is an opposing side of ADD, ADHD. Oh, wow. Yeah. So if I had to guess, you're probably not, you haven't got it. Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, take my vitamin. That's so interesting. I know. My friend has that too. And he's always like sweating. It was hyperhidrosis. Is what it's called. He actually had to get Botox injections in his arms so that it would like help with that. But that happens. And that for you, mister. He actually will eat lettuce sometimes, which is funny. Silly boy. Oh yeah. Big backery. Yeah. I had a couple friends that had that problem with their braces too. Especially when they got tightened, like their teeth were so sensitive. But the struggle is real. What you thinking, mister? Hmm? What did you change your mind on? I get to go to somewhere to eat after the orthodontist. I love that. Yeah, my husband. I know, he has a good role, but I'm equally as blessed. We met at work actually, and we just got married in September, so we're newlyweds. Together for 5 years, married for 3 months. Confused strawberry smell, my bro fans you with the palm tree branch. You guys are so funny. That's like corny in the funniest way. Well, if he cooked them, maybe I'll be you instead because I'm hungry. No, he will cook. He's Cuban, so he cooks really well. I understand. I wonder if you have Taurus placements in your chart too. Don't scratch me. Where are you trying to go, mister? Just want attention? Where are you going? You're so funny. Don't bite that wire. Little Jimmy, get back in the kitchen, make me a sandwich. Your last name isn't Cook for no reason. He's being... He has to do anything he can to make sure he makes his presence known. He's so funny. I know. He's trying to... Come here. You want to play a little bit? Where are you going?